A story continued 35 years later. An iconic journey with an iconic sequel. And today, I'm going to be recreating some of the vehicles from Top Gun Maverick in the Crew 2. And here we are in the Mojave Desert, which is actually the starting location of Top Gun Maverick. It's where his little hangar is with other vehicles that we're going to be recreating today. And I'm in the first one, the old Ninja, the one from the first movie, I believe, as far as I'm aware. This video will also serve as a mini review of the movie, of what I thought about it, but there will always be spoiler warnings, so you don't have to worry. And let's begin with Pete's Ninja. First of all, it definitely wasn't this livery, and oh, is it actually? No, it's a different version of this kind of livery. It's black, definitely, yeah, okay, so, is there gonna be a livery for it is the question, because I'd hope there would be. Do we go movies filter? I guess we go movies filter. What I'm looking at is not showing up here is the issue. What if we go movies, there we go, and then see if there is anything here that resembles the Top Gun version. Oh, and that is it. That's the Top Gun version of the Ninja. It's a bit more just sort of, I guess maybe matte, I guess, in the images that I'm looking at it. Yeah, if that is the one. This seems like the one from Top Gun Maverick. Like, from this movie. Now, vanity items, we're definitely taking off this. I'm probably going to go with no smoke. Now, nitro. Oh, what do we go with for nitro? Because nitro is something I wouldn't mind going with, at least. And also, it seems the thing is just stock, I guess. And we're going red and white nitro. No underglow, obviously. And I think that should work. But now, let me make this thing just fully stock. Because looking at it, that is what this thing is in the movie. Oh, wait. Is that different? Oh, no, this needs to be the second one because he has this with a color on it. This is stock gray. This needs to be that. And there we go. Feel free to create these with, you know, at home if you really want. You know, if you're in the Top Gun Maverick mood. That is a very interesting looking exhaust. But that is the one that we are going with because that's the one that's on there. Yeah. Oh, wait, rear light is also gonna be that. And there she is. Oh, wait, no, I messed something up. Okay, I have to use a different seat because... Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, because of the gray. But this is it. This is the closest we can get. Unless there's another way I can change this gray. Because why is this gray all of a sudden? Oh, I have to go with this rear. Okay, so I guess we're going with that. It's only slightly different. There we go. There she is. And I don't normally do this, I even changed the look of my avatar. I dressed him up. You have to have a helmet on when you're on a bike on the Crew 2, but other than that, I put him in this sort of pilot-y kind of bomber jacket style to match, you know, Tom Cruise in the movie. Again, I had to put on the helmet though, and we are, as you can see, in the Mojave Desert, which is exactly where he started the movie. Let's take this thing into a race. Here we go. Now, this is, I believe, it's from the original movie, which actually, I'm looking at an image of that. It is a slightly similar bomber jacket style with fluff things. I don't know what they're called. But I never actually ended up seeing the original movie. I think it was talked about when I was younger. Obviously, I'm 19. So, you know, I don't actually think I've ever seen a movie older than me, which I know I definitely, like, that should change. I haven't seen Back to the Future. I haven't seen the original Top Gun. I haven't seen a bunch of movies that are older than me that, oh, hello, that are actually very, very good. But I might come around to it, especially after watching Top Gun. The newer one I'll get to talking about when we're in one of the older vehicles. The old one, I obviously knew about it, you know. I knew the names of Maverick and Goose because it was quite a cultural thing, you know? It's the movie about the jets and the jet pilots and whatnot. And it did kind of affect, perhaps, my viewing of the new one. I could definitely tell that the, slightly, not spoilers on anything to do with the story, more just the design and character choices. I could tell in the beginning that, like, the intro sequence was maybe mirroring a more retro design with the font and everything. But I definitely felt like every time there was like a character coming on screen that was in the old movie, it was like, oh, look, it's him, it's that character, they're here, okay. But, you know, I never really focused on that fact because I didn't really know anything. Thankfully, the movie just did its characters really well. I really liked the characters in the movie. They were good, they were simple, but it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't like, oh my god, it's so cool that this character's progressed. Okay, this thing is terrible. I wasn't like, whoa, it's so cool that the characters have progressed this far. It's so epic. I almost, whoa. Instead, it was just more like, oh, you know, that's probably someone from the old movie every time for me. Which, hey, I'll consider checking out the original movie if you're in the comments shouting at me, Sid, I can't believe you haven't watched the old one. Hey, it makes that chicane fine. I think it's just kind of unstable like all bikes are when you hit stuff, you know, or slightly leave the ground. Bikes do not like that in the Crew 2. Also, I don't think I put parts on this thing, and I'm kind of beaming here. It's a very cool looking bike, you know? It's very, like, I don't know how to describe this bike. If this bike was Lego, it would be 2 studs wide, is I guess how I could describe it. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, because that's what it feels like. You know, it's a very blocky bike for a bike, you know, and it's a cool design. It's a cool design. I'm probably, honestly, more of a fan of this Ninja than the newer H2 Ninja. Oh, see, that was clean. We actually used it well there. But there you go. That's this thing. So let's move on to the next one. Now, the Ninja H2. I think there's only one real mission we have here, and that's removing the green somehow. Because it seems like the, what is that? That's disgusting. It just seems that, like, the version in Top Gun is just not green, which I don't really know if there's a way we can get rid of that. Is there? It's definitely not that. Okay, what does that change, though? That makes it carbon fiber. It's definitely not carbon fiber. I guess we just get rid of any customizations we have. What does that change? Oh, the fork. Yeah, I'll leave that stock, I guess. And the exhaust is, I would assume, the stock one, but I can't tell. Yeah, looks like it, but I don't... Why does that look so odd, though? Oh, wait, no, there's a shot from the side, and it looks like a single exhaust. Huh. I don't even think we don't have one of those. It must be a different version of the Ninja, then. I will stick with this, then, just to keep it stock, at least. Just to keep no one angry, I'll keep it there. Now, any of these just black out the car is the question. The car? I meant the bike. You know what? Fine. I'll do it myself. Here we go. Black, grab that, and just stretch it out, and then I'll do that on everything and then change the material, because there's no way I'm making this thing matte. And material will be standard. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Perfect. Sweet. Let's take her into a race. I completely forgot to tell you what vanities I was using as I put them on. I ended up putting on this nitro because obviously, as we know, him being a plain man, I put this propeller one because I think the propeller one looks really, really cool. And he's more in like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a military style jacket that he's in when he's on this bike, but I don't think we have that in the Crew 2, so I'm sticking with sort of the original, you know, just the bomber jacket. Okay. Oh, this thing is, I don't know if it's a bit better than the... It's really heavy. Okay, one thing about this thing is that it's a very heavy bike compared to the other bikes in the game. Especially something like the Honda. Like, this thing is beefy feeling. Okay. It's still usable, for sure. It's definitely not the best bike in street, but... Okay, you know what? Like, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying driving it right now. I can see why Mr. Pete would like them. Good old Maverick. And of course, you know, the reason... Maybe not the main reason, but one of the reasons this thing was included, of course, because you had the Ninja in the original one, and then it's like, whoa, look, it's the new Ninja. Get it? Because it's like, because he had the original one, and then now he has the new one. Get it? Do you get it? Which isn't a bad thing, you know? It's a cool legacy thing, I suppose. Which did work. You know, it was cool to see the old Ninja, and then all of a sudden he's driving the new Ninja. Okay, turn, please. There we go. And clearly the man's made some money. So, you know, he's doing all right. Okay. There we go. I don't really have much to say on this bike. It's cool. It's a cool legacy thing they did in the movie. With a lot of these legacy movies where it's like, you know, like the Jurassic movies where they're bringing in the old actors now and how Star Wars did it. It feels like everyone keeps messing it up. And then it was really nice to see this movie just do it right. Right? Like, instead of, well, as someone who didn't see the original, instead of just lingering on the fact that, look, it's the guy from the first one. Look, it's the first one. Whoa, look, it's the one from the, whoa, he's from the original one, whoa, ah. Instead, it just actually told a story that I loved as someone who hasn't seen the original. And let's go into the next one. Now, before I'm exposed, okay, I'm well aware this is not the right era of 911. This is, in fact, the wrong era of 911. It's the closest version that we have. I believe, like most cars in this film, it is completely stock. What even are those rims? Now, do these two eras of 911s have any matching rims? No, they don't. That's all we got. It's close enough, you know. And the rest of it, again, I'm just gonna keep. Oh, no. Is there a non-spoiler version? Oh, okay. That is a bit more accurate because it's a much smaller spoiler. The stock one has a spoiler, which the Top Gun Maverick movie version does not. In fact, I guess, could we do much to maybe make it a bit more accurate to that one? That one's only got one exhaust. This one can only have minimum tow, which I guess we go with this. Or maybe it has, I don't know. And black out the interior or stock it out. And other than that, what does the front of this car even look like? The front needs to be a lot thinner. It's really thick at the front. Ah, that's the best we can do. Hey, it's still a stock 911, which we will go in here and try and find this. It's like a cream color, which I'm actually quite a fan of. It's close to that, maybe? I think it definitely has to be metallic, so it's not, you know, I guess, how do I change this to be slightly less what it is? I don't know. Maybe the brightness? Okay, no, the brightness needs to stay there. That's too bright. Oh no, okay. This is annoying. The hue's off. The hue is ever so slightly off. Oh, wait, that's a bit closer. It's a bit too metallic now, though. Now, saturation, I guess we're desaturating it? Yeah. And then brightness there. I didn't save. Of course I didn't. There we go. That's not the worst, I don't think. Obviously, it's not got vanity tires on it. And I mean, this is the lady's car. I don't believe I remember her name. I watched the movie yesterday. I don't believe I remember her name. But the love interest of the movie. There you go. We got a 911. Let's take it into a race. Here we are. We opted for no vanity items. And honestly, I believe it is a 911 Turbo in the movie. I hope I'm not getting that wrong, because people don't like it when I get car names wrong. But, you know, there's definitely a lot of things that aren't similar. It's a different year, I believe. I think that one's 1970 or 1980. I'm not sure what this one is. But, you know, I've tried my best here. We've got it as close as I could. And I mean, hey, when I'm talking about the, you know, the primary love interest, this being her car, I suppose I could also comment on, yeah, the characters now. I think, again, because I didn't know everything from the original movie, characters came on screen, and they were like, you know, oh, it's this person, or like it would be, it would be a name, and obviously I recognize names like Iceman and you know, Goose and whatnot, but certain other characters I didn't really recognize. It was nice when it gave like a little flashback that sort of, you know, showed what the backstory was, like the goodness gracious Great Balls of Fire flashback as well. It's always cool to have, like, it was cool to have a movie be so intertwined with the past like that, you know? Especially to think it was 35 or something years ago. Like, the movie's almost twice my age. But, yeah, the characters in this one, regardless of the fact they were brought forward from an older movie, it didn't feel like I was missing out on this, like, insane level of context. The movie explained the context and then just told the story, which I loved. It was good. And the visuals were obviously amazing. You know what? I'll admit, right, going into this movie, I was like, you know what? There's enough vehicles in this movie, apparently, that I could make a video on it. And going into it, I was like, I don't know if I want to, though. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll go watch the movie. And I was really reluctant about it, and I regret that. I actually really enjoyed the movie in the end. It was actually a lot of fun. And hey, these cars are turning out pretty cool as well. But yeah, you know what? The movie was actually really good. I don't regret watching it, even though I wasn't very sure about watching it, you know? I'm glad I did in the end. I'm really glad I did in the end. And finally, this last one, we're taken to the skies, because this one isn't a car or a bike or any kind. This one is a plane. So let's move on to the next one. Yes, based on Tom Cruise's real, well, not based, it was It was Tom Cruise's in real life plane is the Mustang. It's the Mustang something, North American or something along those lines. It's like a gray in the movie. Okay, let me have this thing open. Mustang. There we go. Okay, it is like a standard gray like that. Maybe lighter? Yeah, lighter. Oh, does that not come off? Why does that 7 come off? And then now, actually, when I was looking for this, I found a livery for it. A perfect one, actually. I don't know who Julius Alexia is, but right over... here. Is it this? It's this. This is a perfect livery, actually. Yeah. There we go. That looks brilliant, honestly. Okay. Obviously, we can't get rid of the 7, but the LG, the W, there's supposed to be a red outline on the LG, but it's a bit harder to do. But the black on the front, the 2 stripes, everything. This is the perfect livery for the Top Gun Maverick Mustang. That is Tom Cruise's Mustang. And vanities. Whoa. The vanity. Whoa. I don't know. We'll go with the red. It's got a bit of red on it. There we are. Tom Cruise's plane from the movie. I mean, I guess... let's take it into a race. Now, where that 7 is supposed to be... you see that logo, the blue star one? That's supposed to be where the 7 is as well. But, you know, obviously because of the whole thing that this is, you know, you can't take that 7 off. I guess it's not there. And I believe one of the reasons this is in the movie is because it's Tom Cruise's real plane. If I'm not wrong, I believe Tom Cruise owns this plane in real life. And that's why I got included in the movie as well. Oh! This thing is not the best. Whoa, okay. It's no extra CC or anything. Well, hey, I mean, did you even know that Tom Cruise's plane was in the game? Can I get rid of the... there we go. Okay. Why do I have to have the... has that done it? Okay, that's done it. Nope, we've still got the thing. Okay, please. Well, Tom Cruise's plane is in the game, but it's not exactly... no, it's not exactly the best. We got a perfect. Let's go. Yeah. But it's very cool that it is. I wonder, the crew could have done something about that, you know? Because, I mean, it's knowledge that this is in the game, and I'm sure it's pretty complicated to get a plane license over anything. So, I wonder if the crew could have done anything for this. Maybe like a bundle or something, you know? Maybe get this livery officially for a Tom Cruise bundle. I think that could have been pretty cool. I think the crew, I don't know if it's a budget thing. You know, we'll have Ubisoft on Ubisoft collabs, like the Ghost Recon, the Drive a San Francisco car, stuff like that. But they always really shy away from... okay, can I just have the landing it away but without the smoke? Oh, they always really shy away from doing... what would it be? What's the word I'm looking for? Movie collabs, you know, movie things. And it would be nice if we got a few more of those. And honestly, my final rating on Top Gun, as a movie that I didn't think I would enjoy at all, I loved it. I loved it. It, like, maybe was slightly predictable sometimes. It was maybe slightly like, there was maybe perhaps a few spoilers. And I'm not going to really say anything directly. But, what's it called? That was clean. You know, whoa, that was cool. I didn't know there was that much detail put into those. A movie that I enjoyed. And I think there was a few too many times that I was like, you know, things happened right as you didn't expect them to happen. And because you didn't expect them to happen, you could have expected for them to happen because you weren't expecting them to happen, if that makes sense. That happened a few too many times. But overall, it was a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it. It was a good... fun watch. I would maybe watch again at some point, but you know, I'm not exactly clamoring to make it my favorite movie ever. It just was a good movie. But yeah, that's about it for recreating Top Gun Maverick vehicles. How many of these did you not know were in the Crew 2 recreatable? By that I really just mean this plane. And what did you think of the movie, if you watched it or if you want to watch it? That's gonna be about it from me. Thank you to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. And that's about it from me, boys. In a